EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 9. Lock. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Hey, check back 16. Check back 16. Let's go. Let's go. Mike 16. Mike 16. Come on, dude. 16.
They look to throw. It's Lock. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Powering his way forward. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
To throw it is Lock. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Dances by him, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw here. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Burns. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 13-yard line. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll buy some time right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to it. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Joe Tryon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past him.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
16. Go, go, go. Number 16 is going.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will knot us up at 10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense, and a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he's got room. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So the big play nullified. A legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run on 1st down. Burns. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Locke. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
And he's got this down to the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Block now on 1st down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this deep.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close.
It got his man complete. And all the way up to the 49. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. For Marshall, that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 21-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Flushed out right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 29, Locke looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Play action. Now it's Locke. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Locke going to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, it's Burns. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
.31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 5 yards remain on second down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it a second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Powers past him at midfield. The 30, past the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. 187 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll look to throw here on first down. Checks this down to Hubbard. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Locke's throw taken in by Evans here. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Burns. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now to the air, Locke. Completes it to Watt. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's now a 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Burns looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Locke to throw. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the... And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And they'll indeed take a knee. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 195 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, they'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, 4th down now. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Tampa Bay, they moved to 9-7 on the year with one game remaining.
fired up.